Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel. It's always a pleasure to have you join us as we explore the fascinating world of the British royal family, its history, traditions, and its place in our modern world. Today we have a rather heartwarming story that touches upon themes of long-standing friendship, dedication to deeply held principles, and the recognition of tireless work. We'll be delving into the recent public praise bestowed upon King Charles III by none other than one of Britain's most cherished gardening experts and television personalities, Alan Titchmarsh. It's a story that highlights the King's unwavering commitment to environmental causes, a passion he has championed for decades, often long before it became a mainstream concern. Before we delve into the details of Mr. Titchmarsh's heartfelt comments and the special occasion that prompted them, if you enjoy staying updated on royal news and appreciate these deeper dives into the lives and work of the monarchy, do take a moment to click that like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support truly helps us continue bringing you these stories. Now, let's set the scene. The relationship between King Charles and Alan Titchmarsh isn't a recent development. It stretches back many years to the time when Charles was the Prince of Wales. This long acquaintance provides a unique foundation for Mr. Titchmarsh's insights. They are not just the observations of a distant admirer, but the reflections of someone who has known the man behind the crown for a significant portion of his life. Alan Titchmarsh, as many of you will know, is far more than just a gardener. He's a beloved broadcaster, a novelist, and a familiar, comforting presence on British television screens for generations. His expertise in horticulture is renowned, but it's perhaps his warm, down-to-earth manner that has truly endeared him to the public. He embodies a passion for the natural world, for nurturing growth, and for finding beauty in the landscapes around us, values that resonate deeply with those held by King Charles himself. Recently, Alan Titchmarsh made an appearance on the popular daytime television program This Morning. He was interviewed by the show's presenters Dermot O'Leary and Cian Welby. During this conversation, the topic naturally turned to a very significant event in Mr. Titchmarsh's own life: receiving a prestigious honor, a CBE, which stands for Commander of the Order of the British Empire. This honor recognizes distinguished service and contributions in various fields. When asked by the presenters how it felt to receive this significant accolade, particularly from King Charles, Mr. Titchmarsh's response was filled with genuine warmth and a touch of awe, despite his long familiarity with the monarch. He described the moment as incredible. He elaborated, acknowledging their history, saying, "I have known him since his Prince of Wales days," underscoring the depth of their connection. But he then added a specific detail that conveyed the profound personal significance of the event. "But to have him stick him, the CBE insignia, around my neck was a really rather special moment." This choice of words, "stick him around my neck," is delightfully informal yet powerfully conveys the intimacy and perhaps slight surrealness of receiving such a formal honor from a long-known acquaintance who now holds the highest office in the land. It speaks volumes about the blend of friendship and royal protocol that must have characterized the occasion. Receiving a CBE is a tremendous honor in itself, a national recognition of achievement. But receiving it directly from the hands of the king, and a king one has known for decades, elevates the experience to something deeply personal and unforgettable. It transforms a state ceremony into a moment marked by shared history and mutual respect. The conversation on This Morning didn't stop there. It naturally progressed to a subject intrinsically linked to King Charles: his lifelong advocacy for environmental protection and sustainable living. This is not a newfound interest for the king. It's a conviction he has passionately articulated and practiced for over half a century. He was speaking about the dangers of plastic pollution, the importance of organic farming, and the need for climate action long before these topics dominated global headlines. He often faced skepticism, sometimes even ridicule, in those earlier years for being perceived as perhaps eccentric or ahead of his time. Alan Titchmarsh, himself a man deeply connected to the earth through his profession, was unequivocal in his admiration for the king's persistent efforts in this arena. He didn't offer faint praise, his commendation was robust and heartfelt. He described King Charles as a man with enormous social and environmental conscience. This points to the ethical and moral dimensions of the king's work. It's not just about policy, but about a fundamental sense of responsibility towards the planet and its inhabitants. Crucially, Titchmarsh emphasized that the king's commitment goes far beyond mere words or pronouncements. He highlighted the practical application of Charles's beliefs, stating emphatically, "But he also puts it into practice. He does not just talk about it, he does it." This is a powerful testament. In a world often filled with rhetoric, Titchmarsh paints a picture of a leader who leads by example. Think of the Highgrove Gardens, transformed under Charles's stewardship into a haven of organic principles and biodiversity. Consider the Duchy Originals brand, now Waitrose Duchy Organic, founded to promote organic food and sustainable farming practices, with profits channeled into charitable causes. These are tangible manifestations of the king's long-held philosophy. Titchmarsh didn't stop there. He further underscored the king's dedication with a simple yet profound statement: "He's the hardest working man I know." Coming from someone like Alan Titchmarsh, who is himself known for his prolific career and work ethic, this comment carries significant weight. It offers a glimpse into the sheer diligence and energy King Charles invests in his duties and his passions, even now as monarch, carrying the considerable weight of his constitutional role alongside his deeply ingrained environmental advocacy. It suggests a relentless drive, a refusal to simply rest on laurels or titles, but instead to actively pursue the causes he believes in. This touching exchange on national television served a dual purpose. It not only allowed Mr. Titchmarsh to publicly express his respect and affection for the king, but also coincided with the promotion of his own latest venture, the launch of his very own YouTube channel. It seems fitting that a broadcaster who has graced traditional television for so long is now embracing a new digital platform to continue sharing his knowledge and passion for gardening and the natural world, perhaps reaching a new audience or connecting with his existing one in a different way. The public affirmation of his CBE honor wasn't limited to the television studio. Earlier in the month, following the investiture ceremony, Alan Titchmarsh shared a wonderful photograph marking the occasion. The picture shows him standing proudly within the historic and picturesque surroundings of Windsor Castle. The castle itself, a symbol of centuries of British history and royal residence, provides a majestic backdrop. In the photo, Mr. Titchmarsh is beaming, holding his newly awarded CBE insignia. It's an image that radiates accomplishment and quiet pride, a memento of a deeply significant day where personal achievement was recognized within the grand setting of royal tradition. So, what can we take away from this? Firstly, it's a reminder of King Charles's remarkable consistency and foresight regarding environmental issues. Alan Titchmarsh's words serve as validation from a respected peer, someone who understands the land and has witnessed the king's dedication firsthand over many years. It counters any lingering, outdated perceptions of the king's environmentalism as merely a hobby. Titchmarsh portrays it as a core part of his being, backed by action and hard work. Secondly, the story highlights the human element behind the crown. The friendship between the king and the gardener, the personal significance of the CBE ceremony described so warmly by Titchmarsh, these details offer a glimpse of the man beneath the robes of state. It shows loyalty, mutual respect, and shared values enduring over decades and through significant changes in status. Thirdly, it speaks to the power of recognition. The CBE awarded to Alan Titchmarsh is a celebration of his own considerable contributions to horticulture, broadcasting, and British culture. His decision to share that moment and use the platform to praise the king adds another layer, demonstrating how these honor systems can foster connections and moments of public appreciation. In a world often focused on fleeting trends and controversies, this account of genuine admiration, long-term commitment to important causes, and the celebration of achievement feels refreshingly positive. It underscores that dedication, whether to nurturing a garden or advocating for the planet, is a virtue worth recognizing and celebrating. The king's enormous social and environmental conscience, as Titchmarsh put it, continues to define his public life. And it's clear that this dedication resonates strongly with those who, like Alan Titchmarsh, share a love for the natural world and appreciate authentic commitment. As we reflect on this, it's clear that King Charles's long journey as an environmental advocate, once perhaps a lonely path, has now firmly entered the mainstream. To hear his efforts lauded so genuinely by a figure as trusted and beloved as Alan Titchmarsh is significant. It reinforces the image of a monarch who is not just a figurehead, but an active participant in addressing the critical challenges of our time. Someone who truly does it, as Titchmarsh so aptly said. And so we conclude our look at this lovely interaction. It's a testament to enduring friendship, the importance of leading by example, and the quiet dignity of recognizing profound contributions, both the king's to the environment and Mr. Titchmarsh's to British life and gardening. What are your thoughts on King Charles's lifelong dedication to environmental causes? Do you remember when his views were perhaps considered unconventional? And what do you think of Alan Titchmarsh's warm words for his friend, the king? We would love to read your opinions and reflections in the comments section below. Sharing your perspectives really enriches our community here. Thank you so much for joining us today for this story. If you found this update informative and enjoyable, please do give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss our future explorations into the world of the royal family. We appreciate your time and your interest. Until next time, take care and thank you for watching.